call me back. I admit, yeah, I've been cold. Loving, living on the road. I've been road running with her. I've been road running with her. I've been road running with her. Swear she know names of my hoes. Ay. Swear you don't know nothing. Ay. You don't know nothing. Ay. You don't know nothing. Yeah, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. Ay. You don't know nothing. Yeah, Miss Know It All just snooping my apartment. Like who been?
But okay, so let's go to the next topic. So we're going to talk about the new Marvel shows and I think movies that were announced last week on Disney Plus Day. I'm still heated that they didn't announce anything from Star Wars. Like I wanted to get like an Obi-Wan trailer or something, but it is what it is. The first thing that's on the list is Ironheart. Now I don't know what that is, but they released the official the logo for it. I'll put that on the screen right here. So what is Ironheart?
Ironheart. So I don't know much about it, but Ironheart is this is what a theory is of mine.
Okay.
Iron Man, since they just recently introduced the multiverse, with Loki.
Yeah.
And Kang basically exploding and splitting it. So what I'm thinking is that in some multiverse, Iron Man's consciousness is going to be uploaded into like this armor suit, because that's happened in the comics like multiple occasions.
Okay, I did hear something about that. Yeah.
He could also, a couple of Iron Man's powers that aren't really shown in the MCU is basically technological reconstruction, which basically means whenever he gets in a suit, you know how he can control it?
Yeah.
It was shown in the movies with that. Basically, certain suits can rebuild his physical form. So I may think like that, or possibly Morgan, his daughter.
Okay, yeah, his daughter. Yeah.
His daughter, rescue, like that whole thing, that made me lose my on Endgame.
Oh, yeah.
When I saw Rescue, I'm like, they got to do something with her and, Morgan. That whole movie was just boatload of setting up for the MCU, and I am excited to see where these shows go.
Oh yeah,
Heart looks amazing.
Yeah. Wait, have you seen the shows? Like, have you seen WandaVision, Loki, and Falcon Winter Soldier?
I've seen Falcon Winter Soldier and Loki. I just got to catch up on WandaVision. That's the only show I haven't seen yet, but I've heard it's good with Ida Harkins. So
yeah. I couldn't get into WandaVision, but I have seen the other two, and they're awesome. I didn't think I was going to like Loki, but Loki's one of my favorite Marvel shows. It's so good.
I love Loki. But overall, like the newer Marvel shows are great, but there's also some older ones that are like, still there, like Iron Fist. That was
yeah. And then the Ultimate Spider-Man and stuff like that.
Yeah, like older shows bring me back to my childhood, but like the newer stuff really gets me hyped.
Yeah, dude. Another show that's coming out is Spider-Man Freshman Year, and that's gonna be a animation show. I think it's pretty much gonna be before Civil War, and talk about how Spider-Man got his suit, which that's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. I don't know if Holland is gonna voice the character or not, but I'm still excited for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're gonna do the whole like how he got his powers and him in his freshman year still hitting on Vulture's daughter.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like is gonna be the basis of that show.
Yeah. And the next show we have Marvel Zombies. Now I don't know too much about Marvel Zombies, and I don't even know if it's gonna be an animated show or not.
So
yeah, what about Marvel Zombies? Tell me about Marvel Zombies.
All right, so Marvel Zombies is basically a whole nother universe. Like there's Deadpool, there's basically every Marvel villain, hero, anti-hero, there's a zombie version.
Okay.
And basically they are a lot harder to kill because they're technically undead. So what I feel like if they do it non-animated, that'll be tying in more to the multiverse than just be a certain show. Like the zombie universe is like filled with Easter eggs and stuff like that. Like in What If, the zombie episode, like that was really interesting. And then I didn't really get into What If, but I know the like Ultron and stuff like that. but like
Yeah.
that's basically the gist of it. I don't know much about it, but I think it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah. I saw a few episodes of What If. It's actually pretty good. I didn't see the zombie one, but I did see the last 2 episodes with Ultron. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. So okay, then we have another one, Echo, and I think this is about Hawkeye or ties in with Hawkeye. I think.
I feel like, yeah, because his daughter, for one. Because
Okay, his daughter's named Echo.
yeah, I
Oh,
feel like that may have something to do with it, especially with him in like him losing his entire family during Endgame. Like this is post Endgame stuff, so I feel like basically this is just going to show how much he has changed and how much he has grown up.
okay, yeah.
So it's just a thought.
Yeah, and the Hawkeye show I think comes out tomorrow.
You get to see him as Ronin a little bit more, which I
Yeah,
love.
that's gonna be so fire, dude. He's my favorite Avenger.
Yeah, I love Ronin and just how dark he is. He's like the Marvel Batman kind of.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's just the 5 years of how dark and deep it gets. And in Endgame, we see him in like Japan. So possibility of Shang-Chi showing up.
Oh shoot, yeah, maybe that could be cool.
That's
or
awesome.
somebody that's in his like tribe or whatever.
Yeah, like Wand or possibly Doctor Strange, because Wand was.
Oh
really,
yeah.
yeah.
Or we could get maybe his sister or something like that.
Yeah, just like a little Easter egg tying it together.
Yeah. Now the next show, and people have told me this show is gonna be fire, is Secret Invasion. Now, what is Secret Invasion, bro?
Okay, I'm gonna pull up a comic real quick because it's hard to explain like this.
Oh, okay, yeah. Are you gonna show us, or are you gonna like share your screen?
I'm gonna just go back to my notes because I have a couple of notes on Secret Invasion right now. It has to do with scrolls.
Oh, okay.
And because you say, Secret Invasion, scrolls, they have the ability to kind of shapeshift. So it's going to go more into that. And I think it's interesting because the scrolls in the comics are also technically a deviant race.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's also possibly going to tie into that. And if they bring Spider-Man into Secret Invasions, we're going to see some really cool suits, is all I'm going to say.
Okay. Yeah.
But the Secret Invasion comic series is amazing. And if they're doing that in like a live action version, I'm just going to say scrolls, deviants, there's going to be a boatload of Easter eggs setting up for this new MCU.
Okay. So, cool, dude. Okay, next show is Agatha House of Harkness. I think that has to do with WandaVision. I haven't watched WandaVision.
Yeah.
So okay, I don't really care about that show. Do you care about that show?
Agatha Harkins has to also do with a Mephisto. So
yeah.
I feel like if they do Mephisto, he may show an appearance in that show or possibly the new Spider-Man movie because there's a boatload of rumors going around of that.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to go more the like God and like Celestials and that type of route with the Agatha Harkins and the newer stuff.
Yeah, with Eternals and all that. Okay, and then 2 more shows. We got Miss Marvel. So I don't really know what Miss Marvel is. It looks like it's a kid.
Yeah. So Miss Marvel is basically a really interesting thing about her. She is a what's it called? She's not a mutant. She is basically I forgot, but she basically got her powers from. But yeah, it was a different group of superheroes. They have a whole city, and Miss Marvel is a little girl who has Mr. Fantastic type abilities where she can shapeshift her body into multiple things and also stop fires, like cover people. It's basically like Mr. Fantastic if he was younger. But Miss Marvel is in the newer stuff. She's not really well known in the older stuff. She's newer because of a couple of different shows, like the Avengers show, the Avengers like universe. There's like not much known about her, but that seems like an interesting show if they implement that character into the new Avengers.
Yeah, I think that's these are all coming out next year, which is crazy. And then the last show, which I'm interested in, is She-Hulk.
So we saw Bruce Banner, the end of Shang-Chi. He was normal, with
Yeah.
But in the She-Hulk, we see Professor Banner. So what I feel like is that Professor Hulk isn't really a good guy.
What do you mean he's not a good guy?
So he held the Infinity Stones. He snapped, reset everything.
Yeah.
With that type of power, it may start to corrupt him over the years, is what I'm feeling like. And we may start to see a more villainous side of Hulk. And as he grows older, he grows like more twisted and stuff like that. It's a whole spree of comics, but I'm really excited to see She-Hulk in live action though. Like that is just gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that's gonna be really different. Yeah, the first time I saw She-Hulk was in that Agents of Smash show. I don't know if you've seen that. It was on Disney. I think it was on Disney XD. I love that show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, so I think for me, the most I'm excited for Spider-Man, of course. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Secret Invasion looks pretty cool, and we'll see about the other one. And then Echo too, like Echo. I like Hawkeye. So yeah, dude. Yeah, these shows look cool. They're all coming out next year, and yeah. And now, next topic. Is we're gonna. Okay, so there's gonna be, I think, 4 Marvel movies that are coming out next year. There might be more, but like on the list, I just looked up on the internet on the list. There's only showing me 4. So July 8th, we're getting Thor: Love and Thunder. May 6th, we're getting Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. November 11th, we're getting Black Panther. Oh, never mind. I think that's it. I might be wrong, but I think that's it. So out of those 3, which one are you excited for?
Thor: Love and Thunder, 100%.
Okay, now why?
Because he's going to be with the Guardians. We all know that.
Yeah.
What I'm feeling like is going to happen is that we're going to see someone named Beta Ray Bill. And so Beta Ray Bill is basically an alien from a separate universe, and we got teased a little bit, the big statues in Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With big heads on them. Beta Ray Bill, it was one of those heads. So what I feel like is we may get to see him a little bit, and he may be the main antagonist. Because in the comics, he wields Stormbreaker.
Oh, okay.
So we know not a lot of people can wield it because Stormbreaker is mainly Thor's like choice of weapon.
Yeah.
In like mythology and stuff like that, Stormbreaker is to do with the end times and Ragnarok. That's why I thought it was interesting with him seeing with the lightning powers. But if Thor: Love and Thunder goes the right way, we'll get to see not just possible Beta Ray Bill. We're gonna see Thor's love interest, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, she's gonna be Thor, right? Jane Foster.
She is possibly going to be the new Thor. I don't know, but there may be like an accident where Thor may have gotten hurt, or he may have to put the mantle to her. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Do you think Thor is going to die? You think he's gonna die?
I highly doubt they'll kill off Thor.
Yeah?
Thor is just such a big character who he's the last Asgardian other than Loki.
Oh, what about Valkyrie? She's still alive, right?
Well, yeah, Valkyrie and the new Asgard. But there's
the new Asgard, yeah.
A little bit like Asgardians left because of Thanos's snap.
Yeah.
I also think it was pretty interesting because that stopped a Celestial from being born. That's a whole other.
Okay.
But with Thor, his race, the Asgardians, were made as another way to worship, because the people on Earth worship God, and there's a boatload of other stuff. But the Asgardians were living proof of the Norse mythology in that area. So that's why I feel like Thor's not going to really die, but just be badly injured.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We'll see. For me, I'm excited for it. I didn't like Ragnarok as much. I thought Ragnarok was okay. Excuse me, I thought it was okay. But yeah, I'm excited for the fourth one. And it's weird, like I don't mind Jane Foster being Thor, but I would have loved Valkyrie being Thor. I feel like she like deserves to be Thor, not Jane Foster. But we'll see how they do it. I don't know how it happens in the comics or whatever. And I know Christian Bale is in the movie, in Thor: Love and Thunder, so that's gonna be cool to see him in a Marvel movie. I never thought I would see that, but yeah, dude. And then the next one, and this is definitely going to tie into Spider-Man and WandaVision, is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, I heard that this isn't even a comic. This is a whole nother thing, dude. So let's theorize. Who do you think's gonna be in this movie, bro?
The main villain, it's got to be Nightmare.
Okay, yeah. Tell us about Nightmare, because I don't know enough about Nightmare.
So Nightmare is basically another one of the gods of the underworld, like Mephisto, but he's known for causing people to hallucinate weird nightmares and stuff like that. He's worked with Dormammu in the comics. So I feel like we saw a lot of like interesting things. Like in Shang-Chi, we see the monsters and stuff like that. What is tying to the Dark Universe, because that is Dormammu's domain, as well as Mephisto, and there's a whole spree of that. But with Nightmare, he mainly comes on and like terrorizes everyone mentally and just completely screws with their minds. So I feel like Doctor Strange and Wanda are going to get together and possibly stop him and start to slowly tie the multiverse back together, but also causing more mini rifts and like spreading it apart.
I think definitely we're going to see. I think it's crazy how, because so you finished the Loki series, right?
Kang, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Kang, yeah. I think it's insane how we haven't got Kang in the in the movies. Like they haven't referenced Kang at all. I think this is gonna be the movie to reference Kang, because the beginning of the multiverse happened because of Kang and Loki and Sylvie and all that. So I think Kang's gonna be in there, and I think we're gonna get some cameos. Like for example, this is kind of a spoiler, but not really. You know the Quicksilver dude from X-Men. You know he's in WandaVision, right? So I think we're gonna get stuff like that in Multiverse Madness. I think we're gonna get. I heard some rumors. It's just rumor that Hugh Jackman might come back. I heard Tobey Maguire is in it. He's on the cast list. So I think we're gonna get some cameos from people from Fox. So that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Can I wait?
So if Wolverine does come back, I am going to lose my because
Yes, dude, Hugh Jackman, he's a legend. He's a legend. You cannot replace Wolverine. You just can't do that.
He played Wolverine for so long and just like dropped the mantle to go do Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
And, like, Broadway stuff. But I'm hoping they convince him to come back, because they could do X-Men. They could do so much with the MCU with Wolverine. They could do customized Wolverine. They could do basically a lot of different things.
Yeah. So yeah. I think he's definitely. That's my theory. Is he's definitely going to be in that movie. I think it's going to set up. It's probably going to set up Secret Invasion. It's going to set up just a bunch of these shows that are coming out. All right. So another movie, and I know it's weird. I'm excited for this movie, but I don't know how they're going to do it. Is Black Panther Wakanda for my bad. Wakanda Forever. I can't even talk. Sorry, I'm super tired. So yeah, what do you think about that, dude? Like, I'm excited for it, of course, but rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. We lost him, so I'm wondering if they're gonna have his sister be Black Panther, or they're gonna have maybe bring back Killmonger. What do you think about that show, dude?
I don't think they're gonna bring back Killmonger. I feel like they're gonna go with the more Claw for the villain, because he is a major, not just that villain, but also for the MCU.
Yeah.
Minor villain, but also he could become a major part because in the series, Avengers, we see him with vibranium and how powerful he can get with that suit that he created.
Yeah.
And that's also shown in the comics. So I feel like he's going to be the main villain, but I'm not sure about the Black Panther. It's not just that, it's just the astral aspect as well. Because with Black Panther, he gets his powers from the Panther spirit and their heritage. It takes a lot to become the Black Panther. A lot of training, a lot of spiritual dedication, and it'll give you not just the mantle, it'll give you the crown of Wakanda as well.
Yeah.
Trying to slowly piece these together, but I'm not entirely sure. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really interesting. And I think the sister might get it because I think it's like a family thing. Because I think his dad was the Black Panther, and then he became not Black Panther, but he was the king, and then he became, and I think his sister was up next.
Yeah, another possible theory of mine is that White Tiger is going to be in it.
Oh, okay, now who's White Tiger? That sounds familiar, but I don't know.
White Tiger was first shown in the Ultimate Spider-Man series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. White Tiger is basically another Wakanda-like person who was given an amulet. It was first a dude, and then it was passed down to his sister because he was killed in a raid on the village. So she goes to work with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then becomes one of the Webbed Warriors and so forth. But also in the comics, she is another main Avengers villain. Well, not villain, hero.
Okay.
So if they do the S.H.I.E.L.D. and them rebuilding and doing basically a school, I feel like she's going to be implemented into that, like Spider-Man and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Heroes. So that's just thought.
Yeah. Excited for Black Panther. And one more movie that I totally forgot. It's not part of the MCU, but I think it's going to connect to Spider-Man. Is Morbius. That comes out January. Now, here's the thing. I watched the trailer. I thought it looked okay. I'm not hyped for it. I'm going to watch it because it's a Spider-Man villain. But I know you're excited. Everybody that I've talked to, you're excited. Another guest we had on the podcast, Josh Ramey, he's excited for it. So tell us about Morbius and why you're excited for Morbius.
So Morbius, Professor Morbius.
Yes.
He does a boatload of just vampiric DNA. And we see in the trailer, he goes to the cave and injects himself with some different chemicals, and just vampiric bats swarm him, giving him his powers, but also stopping the bone decaying disease that he has, and builds his bones up really strong and just makes him an overpowering beast of a man.
Okay. Yeah.
So Professor Morbius is just not also... Another interesting thing, he worked on the Vulture serum for Vulture.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
So we see Vulture in one of the trailers, one of the newer ones. So I feel like we're going to start to see the actual feathered Fiend and not the mechanical version, which I think
okay. Yeah, it looks like Sony is creating their own little universe because in the trailer, I think you see a reference to Black Cat and Scorpion, I believe. It's they're on a newspaper or whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with these villains.
And we also see the Rhino as well.
Oh, Rhino. Okay. Yeah. So, I hope they get that right because they screwed that up in the Amazing Spider-Man too. But yeah.
So here's the thing: it's a mechanized Rhino, is what the paper said.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the Amazing Spider-Man, this is not a part of,
Yeah. Andrew Garfield.
Garfield. So more multiverse stuff happening.
Yeah. So yeah, that's huge. And that's coming out January. That's gonna be the first Marvel movie in January. So yeah, gonna be big. All
right. I got drip for sale. Drip for sale. Drip for sale. This